quick detailer, glass cleaner, all-purpose cleaner, degreaser, dialed-in details, your go-to for top-tier automotive detailing products. Alright, what are we up to again?
I'm going to cut these brackets off and get ready for the 4-link brackets. I'll get them cut off and then you can grind them smooth. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
We'll see how this goes. I'm not going to clean the paint off or nothing.
Pretty solid cutting there, Chief.
Thanks, buddy. Do some grinding.
Yep. I gotta change into my work outfit now.
Well, yeah, you get your workout outfit on, don't you? Wait till they see these boots.
What are those?
What do you think?
I think it looks good. Now we're just gonna grind that all nice.
Yep.
Grind some
Probably
paint.
grind those tabs off.
Okay. Get a little before look.
Must have got a hole in it. We'll have to weld something up. You see that little bit of oil dripping out of there?
Yeah.
That ain't a big deal though. I mean, you wouldn't do this if you were building a race car, right? But
Right.
this isn't a race car.
No. That's a good opportunity, actually, to segue into. What we're actually doing here is we're building a Burnout car out of an old chassis that Steve Stockton. Okay, so let's zoom in here. So that blue car right there got wrecked. And the cage inside of it is now the car that you see in Chris's garage, the exoskeleton car, that we're going to put this rear end in, and we are going to turn it into a Burnout car to compete in the Burnout competitions that they have at BIR. And the premise of the build is to take stuff from the Bishop Performance Shop here and just kind of put it together with what they have left over laying around from builds over all the years. So, you know, if you've ever seen in the videos somewhere up on these shelves and back here on these shelves and back there, and there's secret rooms in this door here and back here, and there's all sorts of parts and pieces and leftovers that we're gonna use to put the car together. So it should be fun. So that's what we've been working on the last couple of videos. I don't know if we ever actually really talked about it, but that's what we're doing. So we just got a seat in from John Liburg.
It's right there. Speaking of that,
Speaking
Russ
of,
brought it up for us.
Russ Ginger brought it up for us. So we just got a passenger seat. Ooh, it's got everything on there.
Is that the same seat?
I think it's the same exact seat. We'll have to look. I think the seat cover for yours is upstairs yet.
Pull the seat cover off of it and see if it's the same.
Okay. And it's not, but it's close. It'll do for now. Woohoo!
No, I want to spin it.
Spin it. Back.
I want to spin it while you look at these spots.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it didn't look the prettiest when we started, but a lot of grinding.
Yeah, and I think it looks pretty good, actually. Sweet. How do you feel about it?
One more thing done. I got the brackets bolted together, and I kind of got it, you know, somewhat a mock-up. I got it kind of zeroed out just based on the bench and the face of the housing, but the brackets are kind of straight too. But it'll be something like that. We'll do a bunch of measuring and double checking things before we do any welding. So yeah, that's what it's looking like. 4-link brackets on the rear end for AJ's Burnout car. Put weld on there, and then we'll do some strap on the back, probably on the top and the bottom, but we're gonna start by mounting this flange or tool for marking pinion center. I gotta put a couple washers on it because the thread's bottomed out on the nuts a little bit. We'll get these washers on and put some nuts on it. When we get this tight, we'll come back and we'll use the angle finder and see how close we are. Then we'll get this all set up for you and we'll get it welded up, and probably before we get too carried away, put it in the car and see how it works. So follow along. Well, we got the brackets on it. About as good as I can get it.
Sure.
I don't know how a guy would do it any different unless he had different fixturing or something.
Well, how we do it any different?
Yeah, I mean, I think you'd have to have a pretty exact table or something built for it to hold the brackets and everything if you wanted it like 100%. But yeah, you know, hopefully it'll work. So today we put the brackets on the rear end. I think we got it. I think it should be pretty all right. We got her bolted in there. I don't know what holes were in it exactly, but it looks like it should work. It went right in. I didn't have to pull or twist or do anything with it. So next step, we'll have to determine the ride height and figure out where we're going to put the shocks and go from there. Get some axles and make her rolling. Did you get the other side already?
Nope, we gotta move that piece of wood.
That piece of wood is holding the frame up.
Oh, jeez, I don't know what to do then. We'll figure it out.
I mean, you think it's okay in there? You can put one on the bottom. What do you think, boss?
We got a roller, buddy.
Yeah. You can get it up the shop and get a few more
State-of-the-art suspension.
things welded up.
Got the state-of-the-art suspension in there.
State of the art.
Come on, that thing's got a nastier stance, huh?
So obviously those tires are way shorter than what we're gonna probably run.
Right.
So it might lift it up a little bit, we'll have to lower the ride height a little bit. Maybe we'll have to let Steve run this in Super Street. Maybe get some old rivalries brought back between him and Danielle. What do you think?
I don't know if that's a good idea, but we could ask him, see what he thinks.
I don't think she'd have any problem with that. Now that they're married and all.
Right.